Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now it's Freeman. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Freeman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Cantrell.
My guy.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync. stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Oh, this nigga dropped the pick.
The defense was effective.
Able to stop him before he get good
steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
Oh, let me spin.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing.
Oh, come on, let me control this nigga.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
Come on with the bullshit.
You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No, come on, keep putting the linebackers down. There we go. There we go.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming out and making the big time?
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with the football to begin quarter number 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, this nigga threw a pick. Didn't let me go up for the ball.
Positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw.
He caught it? All right, bro.
Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Oh, well, they made me go down on one knee. I tried to dive in that bitch. I tried to dive like a motherfucker. Oh, God.
No doubt about it because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They come out here in the I.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
My bad, blood.
They'll run with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
What,
Baker
DJ?
Mayfield scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost
these
fall
bitches ain't letting me kick
and
the
find
ball.
the crease for a touchdown.
This will be taken very short. And a great return up past the 40, but this one may not stand. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? No legal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at
What?
about the 32. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Bell sheds him off. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
What?
They just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
But we'll talk then.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 minutes to play here.
Let's not forget that tanking rule that's in the league now.
Back to Heinz Field after this.
Yeah, right.
The Steelers on 3rd down.
Who?
Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hello.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He needed 2. He got 1.
But I
and that's
don't
going to
need
leave him with
corners.
4th down at a yard.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on
Nick
that
Bosa
one,
going first.
he looked like one of those guys.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Oh, not a Ravens
These
bomb.
kickers now used to be the
Not a Ravens
50-plus
bomb.
yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers?
You took them
it's
niggas.
interesting, isn't it?
You
To
took them
find
for Lamar
all-state
Jackson.
Quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers.
They ain't trying to hear that shit. You took them
We're
because of
finding
Lamar
athletes
Jackson.
all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because
he
when
retired
you
the
score a
next year.
touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone.
Come on, why they make me slow down, son? What the fuck?
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
How'd that turn out? I think that's that shit Donald was talking about, where his players running next to somebody and not tackling them. That shit just happened to Steve
Well, that
Fowler.
didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the gun, Mayfield. His throw
I've been through that fucking
incomplete.
game.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.
What powerhouse
nice
team,
effort
bitch?
to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hyde is the lone man in the backfield here on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And
Oh, he ran him over, but they called the flag, bro.
Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
That nigga ain't trying to. He ain't want to play with the Browns, bro. He wanted Lamar Jackson.
Crucial
He
penalty
wanted
there as
Lamar
the
Jackson,
hold
bro.
backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. As
Hello?
the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Right, that's nowhere near the correct words, huh?
Get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's
How the fuck this nigga come and catch me? What the fuck?
In range for a field goal or maybe more.
Hello?
Following the interception, Mayfield. Buying time to his left.
Oh, the bitches wouldn't let me slide. Boy, Baker Mayfield would have got hurt.
As well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another.
Damn, bro, Deion been dropping you off?
If they hurry, we'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
Oh, my Lord. Why is it so hostile in this motherfucker?
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
You're lying, bitch.
Okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Another nigga.
Taken from the 7th. Dances by him. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to
that man said a butter knife, bro. If you get stabbed by a butter knife, bro, just kill yourself.
Just working with them on.
That nigga, bro, you can, bro, this nigga Lou.
Attack us in the second half.
Man, cut it out. Cut it out. You know Lou Mexican, bro. This man said a whole butter knife.
When we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made to fit. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown.
What the?
Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit.
No, because Jarvis Landry just did that. He did that touchdown
celebration. And now we
celebration.
find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
What? Where? Yeah, you can get those. I think one of them not though.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession.
I think one of those is like a blue one.
In this game, a chance for the offense though to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
One of them blue. Kick-started for them.
One of them blue.
You know, at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Here's Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball.
Oh, they let this nigga catch this. Oh, my God, son.
They've got to get the ball in his hand somehow and create some space because they're losing this game. Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that. And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL. Now a handoff. It's Freeman looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it with Bell. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Yeah, if you lagging, it's your shit, son.
Jack 16. That is right. That is right. Monday. Jack 16. Jack 16.
Oh, God. Oh, God. He upset himself.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger.
What?
The rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. On third down, here's Bell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you.
What, in
Because you teed
Jacksonville?
it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been
gotta be 18.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Play fake. Mayfield steps away to his left. Looking like he's got a man. It's Gordon. And all the way down to the 42. A big play that time for Cleveland.
He got a lot going on.
44 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. Flush to his left, still on the run, able to offer a nice first down.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. On first and 10, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Flushed out right.
Get it, get it, get it, get it. Oh, he out of bounds.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points by the wayside on that one.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll take over inside the 45
I didn't think that shit twice already.
44-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Right after the
Josh
turnover,
Gordon
they
is
come out
not beating the
throwing.
press one-on-one
And that
this
means
game.
it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
Fuck, I'm not going to be able to do it.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward.
Oh, God.
For a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Back now in Pittsburgh.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go with the keeper. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield taking it in. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because
Defi should have won a lot of games this season so far.
Sure,
I think all his games were single-digit games.
The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken at his
Put that in my
4.
notes.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense
They
that was
sit
well
right in the
prepared.
same bed and
So
shit.
they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5.
You about to get that nigga some pointers. You got to do it like this.
Just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback,
I'm
are you
right,
a little more
dog.
cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard
This
line.
Flacco last season.
Give him 3 yards
he's
and a
done.
fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a...
And he's taken
Joe
down.
Flacco.
This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Roethlisberger will throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
He better than Rob?
The Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns continue to roll. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
What?
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Bell. There's some space here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Freeman again, a 1st down carry.
I never was following him.
Run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Ooh.
Now Roethlisberger out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
Hurry up, let's go!
I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is going to be
What was you doing last night, young man?
Line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Now Ben on third and long. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much.
Oh, you a fat... Who the party leader? Get this nigga out of here, dog.
Exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up.
No, nigga, no.
You said earlier, this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that. If they were going to have a chance, it was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed to
Oh,
a
dude.
big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And it drops down incomplete.
What?
Had it. Instead, second down.
Finally,
Y'all
good play
niggas
there
acting
defensively
up.
on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their
That's
way with them.
definitely optimistic.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I think I threw a touchdown with the wrong quarterback.
First down, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And a nice job
You
there
said
as he
take it
gets
to
this
him?
one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run.